Do not get fooled. Okay, so look at this sticker for recharging refrigerant. Single evaporator AC system, dual evaporator AC system. Quite a bit of difference there between 600 and 800 grams. Now, beginners sometimes will make this mistake. This will catch them and mess them up a little bit. So here's the air conditioning pipe, because of course you could see the fitting on it. And here's the liquid line right here. And here's the fitting over here. But they're trying to see that second pipe that tees into the aluminum line that might tell you that there's dual air conditioning systems. Well, let's look right down here. If I was a novice and I go, I'm looking for two aluminum lines where they tee in, I see one line here and I see another line back there that tees into the pipe right there. And if you didn't follow it, you might go, well, oh, it has dual AC, because I see the two aluminum lines and it looks like it's going, there's the compressor, and somehow it looks like it's going right to the back of the compressor. Well, this is what a novice with and not being careful might make this mistake and go, it has dual air conditioning, so I'm going to put in 851 grams. But if you look at this closer and you really follow this pipe back to the firewall and go all the way there, you will see that right back there goes into the firewall, and that's only one pipe. If the Apple phone will go back there, and you follow it back, come back here, goes down, you see that U-bend right down there, it comes up, a bend, not a U-bend, a 90, and it comes right over here. Let me back out a little bit, and we keep following it down, then it turns into rubber, and you follow that rubber pipe going down. It has some silver insulation material so the exhaust doesn't bake it. Then you go, you see the crimp, and then you see it go into a 90-degree right into the compressor. And nowhere was there a T coming with a second line into that. But you go, well, why did I see two aluminum pipes and I see one teed in like it would go to a rear evaporator? Well, if you be really careful and you follow that over and going back a little more, you'll see that it has hose clamps on it, and air conditioning doesn't use hose clamps. They're both exactly the same size, and those go to the heater core, and that is the heating system. I have seen guys make that mistake before. They weren't really sure, and they go, oh, I see two aluminum pipes and it must go to the rear, so I'm going to put 850. If it's a cold day, if it's only 60 some degrees outside when you do this mistake, you will not know, because the high side head pressure will not go up that high, because the cold air will chill the condenser down so much that it's able to handle that extra 200 grams. But as soon as the customer goes out on a hot weekend to go on a little trip or something like that and go somewhere where it's 80 degrees or above, it'll hit 400 psi and the compressor will be cutting off on high pressure safety, turning off, and he'll come back complaining the AC doesn't work. Now, if it comes back to the exact same guy again, he might make that mistake again. Well, maybe I charged it wrong, but thinking he did something, not knowing what he did there, and he might repeat the charge again and have the same outcome. Or it goes to somebody else who knows the difference, and they go, oh, I pulled out 851 grams when I recovered it. The guy who did your, Mr. Customer, the guy who did your AC before, didn't know the difference between a single system and a dual system, and he charged it to the wrong one. That's all. That happens a lot. All right, see you guys. Don't make that mistake.